An Illinois mayor is getting national attention for the way that she's spending taxpayer dollars.
WGN Investigates has learned South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard has lost another key ally. Until recently, Henyard enjoyed near unanimous support on the Thornton Township Board, but now trustee Carmen Carlisle says after trusting Henyard and remaining silent, she will be a whistleblower against Henyard.
As information that indicates the FBI has launched an investigation into controversial Dalton Mayor and Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
The FBI recently raided the home of Tiffany Henyard Dalton, the self-proclaimed super mayor, uncovering millions of dollars hidden away. What began as the story of a small-town leader has turned into a scandal involving lavish spending funded by public funds. Henyard, known for flaunting her title, now faces serious scrutiny over her extravagant lifestyle, luxury vacations, designer shopping sprees, and even a $500,000 driveway for her mother, all allegedly paid for by the people she was meant to serve. Meanwhile, the town of Dalton faces a crippling $3.5 million debt. Henyard's rise to power was swift, following the death of former Mayor Frank Zuccarelli. Elected in 2021, she promised to revitalize Dalton, but instead turned the town into her personal empire, raking in money while the community suffered. Her tenure, marked by shady spending, extravagant security measures, and questionable donations to her breast cancer charity, has left her facing a federal investigation. Taxpayer funds were used for hotel stays, upscale amenities, and $67,000 in travel expenses over just 5 months. Despite promises of improving housing for veterans and seniors, Henyard's focus seemed to be on living like a celebrity, with Dalton's finances in freefall. Mayor Tiffany Henyard's lavish spending has sparked outrage in Dalton, where the budget is struggling, yet she lived like a reality star. On a business trip to Springfield, she turned official duties into a personal extravaganza with luxury hotels, motorbike rides, and an entourage, all funded by taxpayers. Additionally, she profited from merchandise bought with public funds and used taxpayer money to promote her image with massive billboards. This misuse of public funds, coupled with her refusal to explain her actions, has sparked widespread outrage, leaving Dalton residents questioning their leader's priorities and accountability. Mayor Tiffany Henyard's controversial tenure in Dalton has spiraled into a scandal of lavish spending and retaliation against critics. Her self-proclaimed personal army of security personnel, costing taxpayers over $1 million, raised eyebrows, especially as Dalton grappled with a massive debt. Henyard's security team, led by Terry Young, allegedly earned over $113,000 for inflated hours, while the mayor continued to indulge in expensive trips and personal luxury. When questioned, Henyard defended her actions, claiming they were necessary for her safety, though few were convinced. Henyard's retaliatory tactics against those who opposed her have only deepened the scandal. Workers who refused to comply with her demands faced wrongful terminations, and reports of harassment and sexual misconduct during taxpayer-funded trips have surfaced. Her retaliatory actions, including sending police to intimidate critics, created a toxic work environment. Former allies, including trustee Carmen Carlisle, have turned against her, revealing a pattern of coercion and manipulation. Despite mounting evidence, Henyard has refused to cooperate with investigations, calling the inquiries personal attacks. The Dalton board has launched its own probe, inviting the FBI to investigate her financial dealings, but Henyard continues to block efforts for transparency. This scandal has left Dalton in financial turmoil, with many questioning Henyard's leadership and priorities. Mayor Tiffany Henyard's tenure has turned into a financial nightmare for Dalton. With the town facing a $2 million deficit and unpaid services, Henyard's administration failed to conduct annual audits since 2021, allowing unchecked spending. Meanwhile, a $3.65 million deficit has emerged in the general fund, and the police department's budget has ballooned. Henyard's attempts to shift blame onto former associates, including Keith Freeman, who faces bankruptcy fraud charges, have only deepened suspicions. Her lavish spending, including taxpayer-funded trips, has drawn harsh criticism. As the FBI investigates her financial records, including potential wire fraud and embezzlement, Henyard's future looks grim. With state funds frozen and no audit trail, Dalton is left struggling for new leadership to recover from the damage.